Hello, welcome to Move at Your Desk. So here's a short routine of things you can do for your wrists, fingers and forearms. I'm noting that many of us type lots and we might get achy around here. Now, before I get started, it's worth giving a mention to the elbows, because what I see quite a lot when I go into offices is that although we have our desk set up really beautifully and we're ready to work, we've got right angles at our elbows, what we find is as the day goes on, we'll find ourselves a bit like this, with our arms extended. And quite often, if you see my arm here, you see how it bends in a bit at the back here and the elbow crease is facing up to the ceiling. Now mine's not particularly mobile actually, but for many people, this bend will be a lot less. And what we're effectively doing is working into the elbow joint. And it's almost like creates a shortcut, in fact, between the shoulder and the fingers. So when you are working at your desk, if you do have your arm quite straight, then just make sure you've got a little bend at the elbow and that the crease looks inwards rather than up to the ceiling when you've got your hand flat down, or facing down rather I should say. And that's going to help this connection from shoulder to fingers work a bit more effectively. So it will mean that the forearm doesn't have to work as hard. And then on top of that, you can do these exercises. So make sure you're sitting up on your sit bones to start with. I'm going to get you to bring your forearms together and you're just going to start to draw an infinity sign with your fingers interlocked like this. Good. If it makes more sense for you to think of it as a circle, then do that. Now it's really hot here today, so you'll have to bear with me if I'm becoming redder and redder as the video goes on. And then you're going to change direction here with those wrist rolls. Seeing how that feels. Keeping the forearms quite close together can help to isolate the movement of the wrists. Great. And don't squeeze for dear life, because then that's overworking those fingers. And then from here, we're just going to stretch those palms forward, bending at your wrists. Good. And then if you let go of your fingers, so you've got your fingers pointing up, soft bend to the elbows, and take those arms out to the side. You'll get a mega stretch now along those arms. Again, dropping your shoulders, but keeping the bend at the elbows. Lovely, good. And then bring those hands back together, interlock them again, and let's take it into more of a wave type action. Now, as you do this, I want you to see if you can feel your arms connecting to your shoulder blades. So your shoulder blades moving, not just your arm inside your shoulder sockets, because quite often as well, go the other way with these, when we use our arms forward of our bodies, then we forget that they connect to our backs and our shoulder blades, and so we can end up underusing those bits there, so that's important too. Stretch your arms forward with your elbow creases looking at each other and your fingers just nice and relaxed to begin with. And then you're going to take those arms out to the side. Lovely. Make fists for me, and then from your armpits, turn your arms down so your palms face down, and then you're going to draw circles here with the wrist, and that should feel really nice, hopefully. Good. Relaxing the tops of the shoulders away from the ears, and then going the other way there with those wrist rolls. Good. When you breathe out, relaxing your chest as well. Nice. Let go of your hands and just wiggle them out and let them drop down by your side. Tap the bottom of your shoulder blades for me, and you're going to move from there, reminding again your brain that you do have shoulder blades and you can move from your back. So you're going to draw the circles with the arms from the shoulder blades rather than the tops of the shoulders. Lovely, good. Because it's all part of the system, isn't it, as we know. So it's not just about getting the wrists and hands to move, it's about reminding the wrists and the hands that they can have help from the shoulder blades too. So just on that note, reach those arms forward again, softness to the hands, like you've got rain trickling off your fingers, bend, elbow creases looking at each other, and then take those arms out to the side. Not so you squeeze the shoulder blades together, so you've got space across your back. Let your hands be nice and relaxed, and then bring those arms forward. Nice smile as well, helps always. Taking those arms out to the side, and then forward, lovely, out to the side, and then bring them down. Pressing those shoulder blades up to your ears, melting them down your back. Pressing them up, melting them down. One more like this, melting them down, and then taking your hands forward for me. Turn your wrists down this time, take those arms out to the side. Turn your wrists up, bring them back. Turn your wrists down, take them out to the side, soft bend at the elbows, turn them up, bringing them forward. Take them out with them up now, pointing up, and then turn them down, bring them forward. Turn them up, take them out, down, bring them forward. Last one like this. And then let's just roll our wrists as we bring them all the way down to the hips, and then you can roll them as you take them back to chest height, and then roll them the other way to bring them down, and then roll them again to take them up, and then close your fists, turn your palms forward, soft bend to your elbows, open and close your fists as you take them down by your hips. And then open and close them to take them all the way up again, and then down. Lovely. And you can do this more discreetly, opening and closing your hands in front of you. You don't want to go big, but hey, if all your colleagues are doing it too, that's fine. Lovely. And then shake everything out. Take your hands in front of you, interlock your fingers back to those wrist rolls, seeing how it feels. Hopefully you feel like you can move more, like there's less restrictions, and that it feels really nice. And then going the other way for me here, shaking those hands out, shaking those arms, shaking those shoulders, and there you have it. I hope you have happier hands and you can go on into the rest of your day feeling a bit less tense around here. Thank you, bye-bye.